What's going on, everybody? It is Azazel, and today I got some gameplay on the remade Favela, which is pretty much the same as not remade Favela in Modern Warfare 2. There are a few differences, mostly aesthetic, a few color changes and things like that, but honestly, not a whole lot of real changes to the map itself, at least not that I've noticed. Alright, I want to go ahead and get to it today. I don't want to sit here and talk about the gameplay. I'll let you guys just enjoy this here in the background. I do have some awesome transitions because even though we do have some more exciting maps and such that have been brought into the game, Ghosts is still fucking boring. At least if you watch an entire game. Alright, so here we go. What I want to talk about today will be more for my friends who are YouTubers along with me, but for those of you who are not, you're probably going to understand this at least to a certain degree. So let me go ahead and get right out there and say it. Creating YouTube personas. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how it can actually be a hindrance to your channel if you are a YouTuber, and talk about how it can actually cause problems for you in the future. And I'm going to lay out some, some possible ideas of what could happen and things like that. And then I'm going to talk about how being yourself is always the best way to be when it goes to doing anything. All right. Now, first and foremost, I'm going to go ahead and say that this is kind of the entertainment business. That is something that I agree with a lot of YouTubers about. Now, we're not Hollywood actors. We're not being paid millions of dollars to create YouTube videos or anything like Tom Cruise would be to be in some shitty movie about time travel. But we are creating content. And we are sometimes being paid for it. So to do that, we try to be as entertaining as possible. So to go ahead and knock something out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and say that if you create characters for your videos, I'm kind of okay with that, like for skits or things like that. I know some YouTubers that have done that. Jive Turkey has done it. I've done it before in YouTube videos with Phil Flow. You may have seen the Grandma Azazel videos, and there might be more of those coming because they're just funny. It's not a persona. What I mean by a persona is you have created something that you permanently use as your persona. That is you. All right? And I know a lot of YouTubers who do it. I know a lot of YouTubers who I've talked to personally, bigger YouTubers, smaller YouTubers, who in their videos seem like total fucking cocksuckers, and I would never ever want to meet them or speak to them at all. And then I talk to them, and I realize it's all bullshit. They have created it for YouTube, and that may work for them. But for me, I have created my YouTube channel on the fact that this is me. I'm actually a little bit more reserved on YouTube, which I've talked about before in the past, than I am in real life. And the reason is because this is an outlet for me, so I'm a little bit more positive than I usually am. I'm less cynical, even though I can be cynical. I can be skeptical to the point of it being kind of a flaw. But what I'm saying is that these YouTube personas that people create, a lot of the negative ones and stuff like that, like the ones you can tell, they're just doing it for views. They're just doing it to get money. The YouTube money. And you all know some people. I'm not going to point fingers at individuals. This is just as a whole. But you know some YouTubers out there who have done this. All right. And I probably can guess at least 2 or 3 of them right off the top of my head. So I would imagine you guys will get it. But what I'm saying is that I would prefer to be myself, because if you have created this YouTube persona, later on down the road, what are you going to do if you don't want to do that anymore? Are you just going to completely erase your YouTube history and where you have existed in this online world and create a brand new one so that you can be yourself? Why would you do that? I think that's an incredibly negative thing to do. I think people are safer and better off and going to feel more accomplished by being themselves in a YouTube video. I know that this seems a little preachy or a little too deep and philosophical, but it's something that's been bothering me because I have seen people on YouTube, especially here a lot lately, that have these awful YouTube personas. There are some people whose YouTube personas I've seen recently who are not nearly as bad as their actual personality. It's like, wow, they're kind of a dick here, but then you talk to them, they're like, holy shit, they're fucking super divas. What fucking awful shit is this? So I just gotta say, guys, be yourselves. That's the best way. Whether you are successful by everyone else's terms on YouTube, or if you're successful by your own terms, the best way to be that way is to be yourself. So consider this kind of a public service announcement from Azazel. I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully you guys are having a great day and a great week. You guys take it easy.